Good morning, everybody. Episode 47. This is John Corelli, your average guy with his average guy opinions. Has it ever occurred to you guys that I might not be wearing pants when I do these videos? Sometimes I'm not. I'm always wearing some form of covering, though. I got my boxers on today. I'm not going to treat you to that because it's really not a treat. I think we all know that. Um, Today is February 16th, day after President's Day. I am lucky enough to have a long weekend from school. I'll be there tomorrow working remotely, and then Thursday and Friday I work with the kids again, which I love. It's a crazy world we're living in right now. I got my vaccination, the first of my vaccinations, Sunday. My arm's been hurting ever since. Felt some sickness yesterday, but it's not horrible. It's just I'm just bummed that we have to do it. Anyway, I just wasted a minute. Let's get into what I wanted to talk about, which is today there is a general strike, a general fast food strike. I don't know how widely known this is, but I know I was shown it on Twitter by my kid, and Logan's like, we need to support this, and so I will. I don't do a lot of fast food anyway. At my age, I really can't. It just hurts. It's just a big salt sugar mixture that my body can't handle the way it once did. I eat pizza after 4 o'clock and I'm done for the night. I will be up all night. I literally had that happen last week. It was terrible. So I gotta eat right. Yeah. You get old, this is what you have to do. But back to the general strike and why we need it, why it's necessary, in my opinion. As many of you know, the attempt to get a $15 an hour minimum wage hike is not going well. It's been slow. Here in Colorado, it's over $12. I think it's 12. I'll put it at $12.50. It's right around there. But Colorado also has, or Denver has some of the highest rent rates right now, I believe, in the entire nation. So it's not really keeping up. Most people I know that are young have to have a roommate, or are fortunate enough to get married and maybe get some money from their parents to afford a home. I guess the old arguments are still there. I don't know if they really, I've never thought they applied. Arguments being, well, if you pay everyone in there $15 an hour, we're going to be paying $5 per burger. All right. So what? You can't, so the dollar menu will be gone and you'll have to pay $5 for a burger. And you still won't have to get out of your fat ass to get out of your big ass SUV and get your shitty food. People don't seem to appreciate a lot. It's like, you don't have to get out of your car to get food in this country. That's amazing. You don't have to get out of your home right now to get food in this country. I've been utilizing DoorDash when we want to get a treat. I've been utilizing Instacart when we want to get groceries and not worry about getting COVID by me going to the store. So pay $5 for your burger. The economy depends upon it. These people that scream about the economy and don't understand how it works really frustrate me. If the problem with the trickle down rhetoric, and it is rhetoric, it's been proven. I mean, I've heard about trickle down economics since I was a teenager when Reagan was in office. It doesn't work. It's a lie. It's bullshit. It's like, well, if you give all the money to me, I'm gonna distribute it to you so you can live a decent life. No, you're not. You're gonna distribute it to you so you can live an awesome life, and I'll stay at the bottom, pretty much being a slave. It's a minimum wage is very necessary for this economy to thrive. This economy doesn't thrive anymore. Here's a stat you might want to hear, or you might not want to hear. I don't care. If you came to watch me, I assume you want to hear it. You want to hear my leftist ramblings from time to time. But for every billionaire on this planet, there are 73,000 homeless people. There are only 2,100 billionaires on the planet. That's a lot, though. And that number's going up because of the squeeze in the middle. Here it is. Here's this. You squeeze the middle class is dying. It's not as horrible as a lot of people would have you think, but it's still not good. You squeeze the middle, gravity goes down. And people have been fooled and think you squeeze the middle, a bunch of us are going to go up. No, we're not. That's not the way gravity works, and that's not the way economics works. You know, That's just a fact of life. If you're, if anyway, if you don't distribute the money more evenly, this is what happens. I go downtown every Friday. I do my comedy show at the Mercury Cafe, and I've never seen it like this. The homeless population, it's literally insane. There are tents everywhere. These people are out there. I went, it was 0 degrees when I did our show Friday night, and I walked by a couple people. They didn't even have tents. They're in sleeping bags, leaning against a wall of the building, freezing, probably, hopefully not to death. And there are some people that have tents, and there are some generators that are that I'm assuming just generous people have provided. I don't know where they're plugging in to these generators. Maybe the local businesses are being kind and saying, yeah, you can use this generator. I'm willing to, pay a higher electric bill for you so you don't freeze to death on these streets. But some people have actual fires in the tents. I saw that. It's really rough. And if you're middle class like me, and you have a nice home to go to, even a decent home to go to, you have food in your belly every day, 3 times a day, you have a decent car you can drive, you have clothes that aren't in tatters, and you get to sit on your ass and watch TV a few hours a night and be with your children or be with whoever you care about or just be alone, you should be thankful as fuck. You really should. I think that those of us who worked in those industries too are probably more thankful. I worked in the movie theater for about 6 years while I got myself through college. And I feel bad for the millennials because I told them, I was like, I was able to do that. When I lived downtown in Denver from 88 to 93, I was paying $225 a month. That's insane. I mean, yes, of course the numbers should be up 30 years later, but the numbers shouldn't be up to where they are. Greed has taken over, and greed is going to kill this golden goose and this wonderful economy. Anyway, but so I was mad when I moved out. When I lived with my mom until I was 17. She got sick of me and kicked me out when I was 17. Went to live with my dad for the next 3.5 years. So right before I turned 21, I moved to this place called Grosvenor Arms downtown. 2.25 a month. My stepdad let me know about it, thankfully, because it was a great building. I didn't need a roommate. It was a little, they called it a buffet, a little efficiency apartment. It was great. I paid 2.25 a month. I paid another 10 for my phone bill each month, another 10 for electricity. That was it. So I was in 245 a month. I was set. And then I was only making $450 an hour when I moved out from my father's house in 1988. But times 40 a week, that's about 200 a week, or not even, but after taxes, probably more like 150 a week. So 600. I set the other 300 aside, or like 250 aside each month, and paid my school with that because school was only like $1,000 a semester back then at Metro State. I was able to make it. Had no student debt when I left. And luckily, right when I was finishing up school, I started living with my ex-wife, and she had already graduated, and there we were. We weren't doing great. We struggled a little bit, but we did fine. I mean, now here we are. We're not together anymore, but we're both doing fine. We're both regular middle-class people working jobs we like. We're very fortunate. I don't know. I thought I was going to talk more about the economy today. I guess I ended up talking more about my personal economy. But I do suggest or implore that you try not to do fast food just for one day. If you're a regular fast food person, try not to cross that picket line today. Support a minimum wage that can get us back to having a real middle class instead of a small middle class and a huge homeless or very impoverished class. And if that's the argument, well, you're going to have to pay $5 a burger and pay $5 for that burger. But get more mad about the guy at the top who won't take a pay cut and support his employees that way. Get more upset about the guy who's making who knows how many hundreds of million a year to be CEO of a company that he basically inherited. And realize that that's where the real problem is. Not the problem with the guy at the bottom asking for 15 so he can feed his children and live in a shitty apartment. Get mad at the guy at the top. Anyway, I'm your guy at the top with nothing on the bottom. Boom! Joke. End with a joke. Leave them laughing or at least rolling their eyes. Anyway, if you have any comments or if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to hear suggestions of what you'd like me to talk about. I can start working jokes again because I'm back into writing comedy, and that's a lot of fun. So if you want a joke, I could end or start with a joke. I could try one joke a day, which is a lot if you want it to be a decent joke. Anyway, I'm over my 10 minutes. Please support the general strike today, February 16th, episode 47, Average Guy. Average Guy Opinions. Have a great day. Much love. Peace. Bye.